All right, so I have a few minutes because my phone is about to die. The battery is going to go out. I wanted to jump on here because I just got off of my first day of a TED Talk class I am currently in. And you guys, I have wanted to give a TED Talk for years. My book came out 4 or 5 years ago. I've had people ask me to do a TED Talk, if I've ever given a TED Talk, when am I going to give a TED Talk? And it is the thing that I have pushed aside again and again and again. And I want to share with you this. I love you guys. I love seeing you all pop in here. I am blown away because I have put this off for years. And I finally, I'm sharing this with you in case there's something in your heart you really want to create, and you think that the reason that you haven't accomplished it yet or you haven't created it yet is because of some idea that you're not good enough to do it, or you have some doubt in your mind. My intention is that what I share with you changes that. So this guy's class came into my world, and the timing was perfect, everything was perfect, and I finally decided to do it. And every obstacle, when I went to hit the pay button, like every possible obstacle came in, and all these ideas and all these stories, why I shouldn't, why it's not the right time. So a little mental cue, notice when there's something you really want to do, the resistance comes, right? We all know this. And if resistance comes, it likely means that there is a massive opportunity. Like you're about to open a treasure chest, and the comfort zone doesn't include the treasure chest. Like you have to walk outside of the comfort zone to unlock the treasure chest. And so all the resistance is going to come up to keep you in that reality. In my case, that's definitely what was happening. Anyway, I figured it out. I paid for the course, figured out the timing and everything. And I showed up to class tonight and just watched and listened to everyone silently. And then the guy who's running the course, he asked me to share a bit about my topic, and I shared with him my title and my topic. There might be tears here because this has been on my heart for so long to broadcast to the world. I love you guys so much because sharing what's on my heart and what works in my life and how to transform our lives so we can help transform others, practicing here has been so valuable, which I highly recommend to any of you who know you have a message inside. Practice, like start a YouTube channel, start Facebook Live, whatever you need to do. As I shared what was on my heart and the topic, it like shot out of me like a geyser. And the guy running it was just kind of like, whoa. And everyone was, I was getting these private messages from people like, holy shit, holy Shabib, wow. The guy's daughter is suffering with anxiety and depression and is just like, oh my God, like this is such a powerful topic. And so grateful that I was sharing it. And I'm like, holy cow, all these people are so thankful. And I haven't even written the TED Talk yet or delivered it. And I'm sharing this with you because I believe that the thing we're most afraid to do is the thing that we're born to do. And the thing that's inside of you is literally medicine for our world. And when you're getting close to your gift, when the resistance gets insanely big, like when the resistance in your life is massive. So I wanted to share a quote with you that you know this quote. But I was so struck just now, by their responses and just locking this inside of me and like getting their responses and going, oh my God, how many of us are doing that? How many of us are holding back for so many ridiculous reasons? I'm too busy, don't have the resources. Those are usually the two biggest ones, financial or time, and self-doubt. So is there something inside of you that you've been wanting to explore, wanting to share with the world, wanting to at least take the next step into delivering into our world? And I'm inviting you to take a step like I just did. The moon is full today. The moon stands bright in the sky right now, demonstrating that we all have this full potential. And it is such a gift. We all stand under the moon and like receive that delicious love from the moon and the soothing, cooling energy from the moon when she's in full. We can burn from the sun, but we never burn from a full moon. What you have inside of you, brought to its full potential, can literally soothe and heal our world. So what is that first step for you to start sharing it? We're in the Diamond Process Coach Training Program right now. We just started. And oh my God, people are starting to share what's on their hearts and what their gifts are. And it's just, it brings me to tears, literally. It's so mind-blowing. So before I read this quote, I would like to ask you a question. I would love to be on this journey with you as I give my TED Talk. And I would love to know what questions you have for me. What would you love to see me just deliver to a larger audience? What question do you have burning inside that if we were sitting at dinner, like what question would you ask me? I would love to know if you want to write those comments, questions in. And I want to see how I can incorporate our family, our community, into the TED Talk. And the quote I want to read to you is this. I know you've heard it before, but please, please, please hear it with fresh ears like you've never heard it before, okay? And own this for yourself. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. As we let our own lights shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And yes, that's from Marianne Williamson. And I know you all know the quote, but have you taken it on? Have you taken on that you are born to shine, that you are designed to be powerful beyond measure, that who cares what other people think or if they shrink around you? It's like, what is the thing that you're here to bring into our world? And what is the thing you've been really afraid to do? Maybe it's asking someone out. Maybe it's going on a certain trip by yourself. Maybe it's dyeing your hair pink or blue. I don't know, whatever it is. Like, what is that thing that gives you the tingles that really is like, I just want to do that, like taking surfing lessons or whatever it is, going to Toastmasters and learning how to public speak, becoming a coach. What is that thing for you? And I encourage you, as this amazing support is happening in our lives, like Mercury's in retrograde, which usually old patterns, old lessons that aren't resolved basically come back around in a Mercury retrograde. I actually love Mercury retrograde because this is when we get to complete incomplete cycles of action. And we also get to, I feel such a shame of myself. I don't know why, but I can't shake that off. Okay, so I would literally ask, what are you ashamed of? If I knew or anyone knew something specific about you, what would that be? And I would literally do whatever it takes to own that part of you and wear it as sacred, or like as a sacred badge of honor. If you feel trapped inside your own skin, how do you shed that layer and let your authentic self, I think it said authentic self, shine through? Okay, good, like really good questions. By the way, for the person who just spoke about shame, this book will definitely help you, The Diamond Process, or anything that helps you uncover the shadow. There are other books like, there's a really thin, powerful book on the shadow that I love so much, and the name is escaping me. So, the reason we're not doing the thing that we're here to do in the world typically is because we do feel embarrassed or ashamed, or what will people think, what we hear all the time on Amazon or at thediamondprocess.com. So what we hear from people all the time is, what will people think if I come out as my authentic self? It's usually, if you narrow it down, it's one person you're afraid will judge you. And I would clarify who that one person is. Even if it's a group of people, there's usually one person that's the most scary to you. When you come out, and like so many of our coaches are like in the spiritual closet, right? Like they're so deeply spiritual, but their communities are not spiritual. Maybe they're in the corporate world, or they're in a super religious family, whatever that is. Yeah, that one person usually is yourself. And there's usually, because it is ourself, we usually project it strong onto one person or onto several groups of people. So it's helpful to work with consciousness. Consciousness needs typically a reflection in order to do the work. That's why the triggers are our greatest gifts, because they're just reflections of what we need to work on inside. Or that's a great place to start, to admit that I don't even know who I am. The world has trained me into some version of myself that I don't even know who I am anymore. Always starting with the truth, being authentic about where you are is the first step to remembering who you truly are. So I would always just start with that, and that's actually really powerful. Notice how it feels to even share that here, like how beautiful that you've just shed light on a place that was, in the dark. The true you starts to shine through. So again, I would just think about that one person you're afraid of being authentic with, or if they see you speaking as a thought leader or and they're like, I know you from high school. Who are you to do this? You are, or you're this or you're that. That's the place to work the diamond process, or work anything that you need to. Freeform right. Get all of that out of your system, eventually getting to the belief structure that has been skewing your lens or your ability to shine your light in this world. I'm in full support of you, of us as a community, bringing our messages out into the world, shining authentically in our world. I wanted to come on here really fast, as I had a little breakthrough today, taking the course and then just being met with that response of really seeing like, wow, I'm the only person who's been holding this message back from being delivered on a TED Talk stage. And wow, I could potentially be robbing others from getting a dose of medicine, getting something that can really help them, just because I believed that, who am I to give a TED Talk? So I shared my breakthrough with you so that it can be your breakthrough. I don't know, I don't have it scheduled. I'm in a course right now helping me create my TED Talk so I can deliver it. That's what this whole live has been about. So if this has served you in some way, give this a thumbs up. And if you're not part of this beautiful family, we're devoted to transforming our lives and helping to transform our world, helping to make it brighter. Definitely hit the subscribe button, join us, and get ready. I mean, we are in such a powerful time, and now Mercury Retrograde is a powerful time to clean things up and move forward on something that you left behind a long time ago and didn't finish. There's a lot of energy supporting you now to actually move forward with something you've been wanting to do for a really long time. You're welcome. I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, I'll be on here live tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about triggers, how to unhook from emotional triggers. So that'll be a bigger deep dive tomorrow around this time, a little earlier. What do you recommend to feel better about opening up to those around you? Feel better about opening up to those around you. My first question is, those around you, are they a safe space to open up? Are they people who are conscious, who are able to receive you as you are? If not, there might be wisdom in not opening up to those people, and there might be a call to call in a deeper, more conscious community. One way of sharing that, nonetheless, regardless, is to just let those people around you know. First, I'd ask myself, why is it important to open up to those around me? And then I would just share with those people, look, I really want to open up because of this, and I'm sharing this out loud so you can hold me accountable to show up more fully with you. So that's a powerful first step. All right, you guys, all my love. Have a beautiful night or morning, wherever you are in the world. I love you guys. Mwah.